Boom shakalaka, recession expectations peaking. Why this time may be different for Bitcoin, and much sad. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video we're taking a look at a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, including why recession appears to be peaking, why this time it may be different, and why we all might just be a little bit sad this holiday season. Before we get into it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. Push that like button. Now, today, Fear and Greed Index 28. I was wrong. Yesterday when it was 28, I said it was going to go down, but it didn't. We have been 28 yesterday, last week, and also pretty close last month, going sideways. And we're going to take a look at this on a longer view just shortly. But before we do, the overall market down 1.5%. Bitcoin at 16,545, Ethereum at 1191. BNB at 245, XRP 34 cents, Dogecoin 7 cents, Cardano 24 cents, and Polygon 77 cents. And taking a look at Bitcoin, right now price falling, finding support on the bottom of this wedge right here. But I don't know about you guys, and I don't even know if this one counts, but we might have a reverse cup and handle forming right here, which could send the price down to roughly this territory right in the low 15,000s. Now that being said, if we take a look, very odd divergence going on right now. If we take a look at the Fear and Greed Index over time, this is the same thing as this number, just over a long period of time. This is all the way back since 2018. As we can see here, Fear and Greed Index getting higher. As we can see here, Bitcoin price getting lower. Now, we have a little bit of a divergence forming. Generally, this could be considered a bullish divergence, but it may just be until price breaks down and then everybody gets really, really fearful, because right now we have some bad news. Shiba Inu, who became the face of the viral Doge meme and Dogecoin, is seriously ill. If you read this article or any other article, 17-year-old Shiba Inu, it's an old dog, has leukemia and cholangiohepatitis, which, you know, I used to be a veterinarian. Doesn't sound too good, but, you know, fingers crossed the dog gets through this one, because otherwise it'll be a sad time for Dogecoin. Now, that being said, you know what's not sad is the recession expectations are peaking. We can see right here the percent net saying recession likely has crested. Now, if we take a look, this had coincided with the 2009 and 2020 bottom of the market as well. Recession expectations are peaking among investors. We saw back here, April of 2020, that was the peak. It crested, and guess what? Improved balance sheet from there on. Also, March of 2009, it crested, and guess what? Improved balance sheet. Could this be the end of the recession, the most expected recession in history? Well, there's certainly some evidence right now. The global supply chain pressure index is dropping like a stone. Signs of disinflation continues to get stronger as the supply chain pressures weaken. So, all of these things suggesting that maybe the recession was a little bit overblown. Because if we take a look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin has never seen back-to-back red years in history. We were just closing out a red year, according to Willy Woo back in 2021. 2022 was supposed to be a very good year. It didn't turn out that way. It turned out to be a pretty crappy year when it came to Bitcoin. But as we can see, we basically only have one red year followed by some green years. One red year, some green years. One red year, some green years. One red year, so hopefully some green years to come. And if you prefer on 6-month charts instead of the 1-year charts we saw right here, on 6-month charts, Bitcoin consistently has a pullback of only 2 candles, and we are completing those 2 candles right now. If this rule doesn't break, the bear market will end with the current candle we are in right now. Note that this candle will close in 3 days, a macro degree of bull run following. But in those 3 days, could we have even more of a washout? Possible. Now, right now, a lot of people, bearish sentiment across the board, pessimism across the board. Everybody's hoping for $13,000, $10,000, CME gaps at $9,000, $11,000, washing out all those areas. And in yesterday's video, I even mentioned that the last time we had a decrease in Bitcoin volatility as much as we have seen it recently was when Bitcoin price dropped by 50% from $6,500 to $3,000. So, that being said, a lot of people think that the price could go down and we could be seeing it going down for a lot longer. But if we take a look right now at the Williams percent range indicator, this green dotted line down here, this is actually the longest bottom phase in history for this Williams indicator. Now, the actual bottom Have we been in the bottom for that long? I don't know, but the bottoming indicator, this has been the longest time in history, which brings us to astonishing similarities in terms of cycles. This stuff always blows my mind, like especially if this is how it works out, like the bottom is already in, we saw that, we saw the 50% pullback, all of that stuff, especially if this is the bottom, we start heading up from here. In like 2 years, this will be astonishing how similar this stuff happens. Because if we take a look from bottom to top, 152 bars, bottom to top, 152 bars, okay, top to bottom, 52 bars, top to bottom, 52 bars, bottom to bottom, 204 bars, bottom to bottom, 204 bars, drop after finding a bottom, 48%, drop after finding a bottom, 48%. Like, it's uncanny how similar this stuff is, but you know, with charts you can make anything up. Which brings us to this one. Right now, a lot of people are yelling sell. They're like, get the F out of the market right now, sell while you still can. And maybe they're right, but I'll tell you what, I'm not selling. I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times before. I wish I would have sold a lot of times when I didn't sell, but I'm not selling right now. Many would tell you to sell here. Well, I don't think Bitcoin is in the right spot to be sold. Visual RSI indicator shows it's in accumulation period down here. I know very well that ideal contradicts crypto Twitter sentiment, so maybe just follow the majority and sell. But as we can see, right now we are in very, very strong accumulation territory. And pretty much every indicator that I have seen out there, aside from the decreased volatility, which if you want to find it, just watch yesterday's video. Aside from that, everything else is yelling, this is insane generational buy opportunity. So that being said, I still think things look good for Bitcoin. Sad day for Shiba. Shiba hope the dog gets better because, man, that's sad. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, push that like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.